Welcome back for a big, giant, fat monster PulseChain update, baby dolls. We're going to go through MVS's thread here. We're first starting with Richard Hart's glorious train. I've got lots coming your way, baby dolls. We've seen the PulseChain bridge fire up. We first have Richard Hart's train. Ah! Yeah! What's going on here? It's family friendly. Some say that's a pegging reference. It was and is 100% confirmed. If you go to the Giphy website and you type in the word pegging, because we all love laundry pegs, you will get that train. Okay, so it is quite a funny thing. It's a very, very old meme picture here. It's obviously meant to just basically signify, I guess, when you're really, really hungry, you're putting a cucumber down your throat, you know, as you do on Saturday afternoons with your salad. So the PulseChain train is coming to town, passing all barriers, breaking resistances. If you were writing someone a heartfelt letter, what would you want them to know? And then he's just like, ah! So just showing you, friends, you know, that type of stuff. When Peter was basically capitulating to zero, him doing anything like that, that would have basically sent it to the moon. But because everyone's now desensitized, it's not. He also did a post here, friends, about Ethereum, and he says Ethereum is PulseChain's testnet. Obviously, it's kind of half trolly, half friendly, half true. He goes, few people like Ethereum as much as I do. Some say the best thing that could have happened for Meth's price is for everyone to have given me all the ETH. Okay, so he's pretty much talking about, friends. They look into richardhart.com website where you can basically track the sacrifice treasury. Remember, we have 166,000 Ethereum collected, and I think it's like top 5 position out here. So what's that all going to be used for? We don't know. We hope it's something good. We don't know what it's going to be. He also mentions, right, the Ethereum Foundation selling down the Ethereum price to pay devs is kind of like the ETH Foundation investing in Pulse with their money. You know, so it's just making some cute equivalences with them as well. So Richard Hart obviously coming out here and cranking out all the action. So we've got also Electronic Device Insights, RS Griffin. RS Griffin provides a follow-up on the 200,000 electronic devices with distribution insights. And then there's an awesome van offer, friends. Remember, if you can't see inside the van, don't get inside the van. Okay? Guess what? It says there's candy inside. It's not just candy. Okay? You might not make it back. So Mr. RS Griffin saying there's 188,000 devices arriving at the end of the month. Each one will be labeled with a different address. We'll sort them out by zip code. Really, really cool. Thank you to everyone out here. So I'm just showing you, friends, everything's getting on the way. The wheels are spinning. The gears are in motion out here. We also have wonderful stuff out here. An epic ladies stream. So I'm going to show you some eye candy. Whoa, look at these lovely ladies out here. Check out all these lovely ladies looking it around. So, oh, well, I guess Crypto Bella isn't AI. You just never know these days. You know what I mean? You just never know. Just showing you as well. So, one of PulseChain's strongest feats is we got a lot of babes. You know, some say I'm a babe, right? Now, network effects, interesting because, you know, we're not measuring this stuff like stocks. With stocks, it doesn't matter if there's girls or boys or, you know, people who swing both ways. Nothing really matters, right? With stocks, the share of the company, it's different. It's separate to the product. Yeah? So best example, Johnson & Johnson baby bum powder. Okay? Sometimes you get rashes on your bum. You got to fluff yourself up. Okay? The baby bum powder, it's nice, it's fluffy, smells great, but you don't have to be Johnson & Johnson stock maxi. Okay, it's completely separate. Crypto is different. Okay, so with crypto, the people holding the coin, they are also the product. You get it? Because we're a community. By the way, this is how cities work. You know, so like if you own land or a business in a city, you are also a contributor of the city. Do you get it? So you're participating in the revenue streams out here, but you're also contributing to the city. You are. It's a network. That's what it is. Okay, this is how we value stuff. This is the future. Okay, so that's why when you see a lot of ladies out here, friends, it's a good sign that, you know, the network effects are so strong, and they believe in something. You don't have to agree with it. It's just they believe in something enough to show their faces in a lot of numbers. You don't have this in many coins. Bitcoin have Bitcoin ladies. Ethereum ladies, kind of a write-off. You just got the like Japanese girl with the bowl haircut. You know what I mean? Cardano got like 1 or 2 ladies, total nerds. PulseChain actually have ladies friends. And the funny part is when it's not even funny, right? Like, look who I'm comparing to. Sky high valuation market caps. It's showing you, whoa, this city has a lot of ladies. It's an interesting thing because no one talks about it. I've been talking about this for many, many, many years. And I almost feel like in the next bear market, there'll be people who try to reverse engineer PulseChain's success, and they're just going to hire girls. They're just going to hire girls. They're going to pay girls. Just be like, hey, show your face, okay? But I want to let you know that the market is completely reading this wrong. And what I mean by the market, your average Soilana, pump fund victim and stuff out here, right? They're sucking on the feet of the LA vape cabal, right? Because they're worshipping dudes. You should be going out here and simping for ladies to come and put basically put all their attention on your chain. So this is extremely, extremely important, friends. You can't underestimate this, right? But it's one of those things where it's only after you see a big, fat, giant, thick green candle, of course. After you see a big, fat, giant, thick green candle, then people say, oh, I get it. It's a network. We need ladies and we need people to believe, right? So it's one of those things where it's going to be, only looked upon with hindsight later on. Now, I quickly want to give you some little cute video here. You have the PulseChain Ladies stream.
Again, I'll just tell you
perform for television.
She's medicated from her shoulder injury, and so
she's medicated for television. I'm kidding.
Love the ladies. Love the ladies. Love them. Take all the time you need to explain your stories. Because as much airtime as we can get, it's beautiful. Because you got to remember as well, friends, every minute, every hour, you see people communing for your altcoin. Okay, that's another hour that they're not giving anywhere else. It's solidifying the network. It's making everything stronger. Now, there's some guy here, don't know what he's doing here. Sommi's video milestone. Your friend Sommi hits an astonishing 5555 videos published. And there's community support. He's just tagged a couple of people. Well. Look at this freak of nature. Who is this guy? Well. Here he is. Oh, man. Look at those days. Well, baby dolls. By now, you have seen my 555th video out. What an absolute freak. By the way, if you do, this is... There has to be a law against what I've done. I think if you average out the number of videos per day, I think it's something like 6.18, which I don't know how. I don't know how that is. That just shouldn't be humanly possible. I'm going to start abusing YouTube for something, but also I've got to be careful because if they actually start watching my videos, they'll start to see the 15,000 code words I'm using. So I don't know if we want to invite them, friends. And you tell me, do we want YouTube to stop filtering my stuff? I don't want that at all because, Twitter and all these places, we're running out of places for us to actually communicate the things we want to say. But yeah, cracked on 5555 videos and just perfect example, friends. No one's going to care until the price is already up. That's it, man. But it's like, friends, crypto guys and girls and pups and squirrels, everyone wants to marry the winner. Everyone wants to support the team after they win a grand final, when they make it to the grand final. Yeah, it's just like in crypto. Everyone wants to buy high. It's another way of saying everyone wants to buy high. We love following the crowds and stuff out here. So that's why I put on my effort here to show you, man, because I wanted this when I started. Hey, can someone yell really, really, really loudly that things are cheap and then they're buying and they're sticking up a wall and they're not going to give up? I really would love to see that. You know what I mean? Like, instead, what do you get? Oh, it could go down. Whoa. Oh, no. Could be over. Whoa. Oh, did you see this? It's always, it's total trash jump. Where is the conviction? You know what I mean? That's why they all go out, friends, and they start selling shovels, leverage trading stuff, or just, here's a paid course. Come suck on my feet in your spare time. That's what ends up happening for the rest of the crypto industry. But you know what? We don't need them. We're going to win. HEXScout has brought new cross-chain partners to PulseChain. Wow, 150 chains. Well done, HEXScout. So the PulseChain has just leveled up. One bold donut, one decisive move. That's awesome. building more bridges and connections out here, getting all the chain support and connecting out here. But obviously, you know, the big viral ones are the most important ones here. But it's pretty good for optics. You also have a video here, friends, from Mr. SuperHEX. In the last 48 hours, I taught 8,000 people about Pulsechain, and that's only counting the ones who watched my TikTok to the end. The number is still climbing. Marketing works. If we do our part, we can reach millions of people. Why not trillions? You know, that's what I say. Here we have my most viewed TikTok video. Here we have it, me shitting Pulsechain. A lot of people are asking how to buy it. Really, really good. You'll see, though, just like everything else, friends, the people will run over themselves to buy high. So hopefully we do get to crank that on. Here we have a Brisbane crypto meetup from Coexisting Steven. Another baby dolls here. Showcasing the community. Isn't this cute? Just seeing everyone out in the live action, having some drinks, and yeah, man. When you see everyone in real life, see, if it's you don't get this in other coin communities. You don't, man. I've seen them. They don't care. These VCs don't care. They sell on a 2x, man, and they're all about the narrative. What about the narrative? But the narrative doesn't give a shit, bro. You're not gonna be here in the next bear market. You just saw that Story Protocol, that layer 1 token founder. He just basically dumped all his unlocks, and when the Liu Kang lookalike guy from Craptos, he dumps his token unlocks, and they don't believe in anything, man. They don't believe this bullshit tech. They don't actually really believe in the tech. Also, case in point, example, XRP's got no tech, dude. Look at all the believers it has. You know what I mean? It's got like negative technology, right? You know what I mean? It's copy pasting stuff from everywhere out here. Look, XRP army strong. Bitcoin also no tech upgrades. Right, 15 years ago, pretty much zero technology as well. Doesn't have a problem. See, friends, this whole technology stuff, it's all about the people. The community is the asset, and when the community sees tech that's good enough, they just copy paste it for themselves anyway. Wonderful stuff as well. We have the 4th annual Pulsechain conference, friends. So once again, talking about network effects. You know, I spoke about the Pulsechain Ladies. Yeah, one of the big network effects is you see a community grassroots conferences run for the community, friends. You know, Corridanzo, they have Corridanzo Summit. XRP, they have like the Cripple Summit. It's paid for by the tokens, man. It's paid for by the foundations. Yeah. Ours is by the community for the community. You get it? It's by the community for the community, friends. You see what I mean? So this stuff, you can't get it for free. I'm not telling you like everyone, or we don't give a crap about it. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just telling you there's value here, man. Friends, you're in a city, right? So you can go to Dubai. Maybe you don't agree with the laws. Maybe you don't like how there's no politics and stuff out here. Whatever. It doesn't really matter, bro. Here's the thing. If you owned Dubai, if you literally owned the whole city, the whole country of Dubai, would you sell it to me for $400? No, you wouldn't. Doesn't matter what you disagree with. You know what I mean? It's a people in there. It's a network. That's the most important part. Here we have RHMaxi conversing with Whale. Solid X Whale, I think it still blocked me as they all are. So I'm going to have to call you Solid Soy out here. It's just showing everyone's still present. Pretty good. RHMaxi doing interviews with people from the community out here. So we're going to see more of that cranking on later. And it's kind of funny, man. We've got so much things that will just get unlocked when the prices just go up. It's kind of, you know, there was this conversation where Crypto Cobie got interviewed, and he talked about, you know, becoming a billionaire, whatever, pretty much getting rich. He never said the word billionaire, but he basically said, he goes, because when he became really rich, he realized life is a scam. And he said it's because he just showed like his portfolio phone to his parents, and they're like, oh, we don't have to worry anymore. And he just like realized what, like I had to just show him a screenshot. You know what I mean? The money doesn't have to be real. They're never going to get that money. It's just like, you know, I can just help them out if they need. And he realized, oh my gosh, just life's a full scam. Like, you're just stressing about all this stuff. All it took was just like a picture to just show you, hey, everything's okay, even though you're not going to exit the system or do anything anyway. So it's a psychological wealth effect, man. It changes you, friends. That's why also when prices of the coins go down, you're not going to sell, but it just makes you feel really, really bad. Because you're like, oh, but if I did sell, it's over. You know what I mean? And then when everything goes up, even if you don't sell everything, you're like, oh, but I could sell and be good. But I could. It's all speculation, man. It's kind of funny how it works. Shout out to all my baby dolls over there in Piccadilly. If you ever played Monopoly, friends. Piccadilly. Is that the yellow street? I forgot. Piccadilly had the MoMindset promoting Pulsechain in central Manchester in the UK. Wow. That is awesome, friends. Not the divided kingdom, DK, but the UK, United Kingdom. So you actually have Richard Hart. This is wonderful, man. Check this out. Like it's lively, it's real. It's showing events. There are people out there who will yell about our bags. Doesn't matter how low they go. RectumRishel announces the launch of CoinWell, a platform. Let's see what CoinWell does. Not to be confused with CoinSick. It is, he have a fat dude buying a DEX from a bankrupt company for 100K. It's like boss mode. No comments, probably because, you know, it would have been a very entertainment con section. Here, BenSierra has released a HEX second quarter report. So he's probably doing reports on the HEX staking, just showing the health of the chain and the community and everyone out here. So Ben, shout out to Ben. Ben does a lot of analytics and stuff for HEX and the T-shares. And this was the weakest quarter ever for HEX stakes, only 8,000. Could be because the yield went down. Also, HEX is down 99%, right? So people probably do more staking as they go up. It's going to be funny. I wonder how Richard puts the carrot in front of everyone's face for the staking at the top. That'll be interesting. Now, we've got to take a special mention once again. We've got some herbs, not just any type of herb. We've got a NuclearHerb who's writing a crypto Pulsechain book, seeking community ideas for titles, cover arts, and Richard Hart quotes. Well, you find plenty of Richard Hart quotes. This is awesome. He's in the process of writing an ebook, a how-to guide for noobs who want to get into crypto. That is wonderful. We 100% support you. I remember even BitBoy did one, you know, for new people. Even when I went through my 5555 video, I just went to my YouTube video section. I went to like the highest views, and it was interesting. Like a lot of the highest views were tutorial, how to buy PulseChain. it's kind of funny, but it makes the most sense, right? So yeah, Mr. NuclearHerbs, we do wish you the best. Yeah, everyone always wants to see new stuff when how to get in and how to do stuff. And yeah, and just, you know, you don't need me to tell you. I'll show you. Like, man, just, you know, 400% move, and everyone's gonna be going, make a book, tell me how to get in. I'm basically, friends, I'm just sniffing the crowd. Okay, I'm sniffing the crowd. There's a lot of BO right now. Okay, but soon the candle's gonna go up. We're gonna start to see in my YouTube comment section, Twitter Roonies, whenever I check our friends, like when the prices go up, there's always the tell me how to buy. It only happens on the way up, only. So that'd be great. I'll make a tutorial and stuff when it comes later on. BetterBank have hit 20 million TVL in 10 days with over 1.16 billion PDI. Damn. Over a billion PDI supplied. Damn. Yeah, man. So BetterBank, I don't know how to check code, dude. I don't know, friends. I don't know how to check code. Okay, you know me. Okay, yeah, I've got very, very straight posture, very pointy elbows, very fluffy slippers. Okay, a chiseled jaw, amongst other things. I just don't know I don't know how to check the code. I don't know if there's a bug. I hope it all works. BetterBank RV V3 fork. I guess it allows PDI and stuff out here. Part of the Pulsechain pioneers and the pegging and everything out here. So we'll see. Also, shout out to everyone in Thailand, friends. We love ties, we love shirts, we love pants and underpants, as you all know. We definitely love underpants here, right? If you remember on last week's Monster episode, Eric Wall is now the proud owner of LadyHviid's crusty underpants. And hopefully we do get to 10x stack price, so it all makes it all worthwhile. And maybe Eric will kindly donate some posts to Pulsechain as we start to rise up, because the seeding and the cope will be a lot. I got you don't understand, man. Like, we've gone down for so long. Like, we're not just gonna go up a bit when we do go up. The slingshot's gonna be like, it's gonna be violent, where they'll be like, they don't even want to post it. They'll do this capitulation, sorry, but they'll just be too frightened because it'll be too embarrassing. Because like, it's okay. You know, you don't give a shit when, like, oh, someone shilled me 19,000 meme coins. One of them did a 26x. You didn't care about that, right? You care about the man who pegs his own nipples with very pointy elbows, who's made 5,577 videos telling you about the thesis, telling you about the on-chain, telling you undervalued ecosystem, hidden gem ecosystem, where first cycle Corridanzo, comparing all the market caps, showing you all this stuff, where you have literally every single information asymmetry advantage you could ever get. And I'm saying, oh, this is the easiest thing of all time. Right? That friends, no one buys until the prices go up. That's what kills you. What kills you, like, oh my gosh, this guy literally made 6.18 videos per day, literally tagging me, literally yelling at me, making the arrows huge, thick, green, big, fat, thick green candles. That's what she said. That's what she likes. I like them too. You know what I mean? So that's the embarrassing thing about them. Okay, it's not, oh, it might go down, I don't know what. Like, no, this is cheap. This is cheap. Because that's what I wanted when I came in, by the way. So shout out to everybody, friends. We love shirts, we love ties, we love underpants. Everyone in Thai Cafe in Thailand. To actually have a land of ties, friends. Is there a shirt land? Shout out to everybody out there in Thailand and Shirtland. Look at this wonderful art. Wow, they've decorated everything here. I'd love to go here. Sit right in front of that fan. I wonder what's in that nice container of ice cream. Look at that yummy ice cream. Come say hi. Pulsechain Cafe, man. It touches you, man. It touches you in a very family friendly way, of course. Okay, cameras are recording. Just like it's not a dying community, bro. That's a community. They're acting like, you know, you've taken over the world. That's a neo religion, man. It's a neo religion. You know what I mean? It's beyond the cult. Millions bridging in. Multiple sources report millions in stable coins bridged to Pulsechain. So, yeah, we've had many posts out here. You know, I've made videos, rumored Tangang. Obviously, it's a joke, friends. You know, so some people saying, shh, don't tell them. And then other people like me are going, hey, let's tell them. But let's just say it's Tangang. And then next will be, let's just say it's Ivan's community and stuff out here. So we'll see how that all works out. Hopefully, you do keep on cranking. But, you know, it's not over yet. You know, we still got a final boss, friends. The final boss, I don't even think it's a Pulsechain boss. I think the final boss is the 4-year cycle. How's it all going to conclude? I don't know. All I know is we're running out of time. We have a stablecoin super cycle. We've got a Donald Trump super cycle. We've got a meme coin super cycle. We've got a crypto IPO bubble. We've got treasuries. There's just so many things. And just like, it's all building up something. It's like it's going to have to explode somewhere. You know what I mean? And just like we're kind of like ticking on, but it's going to have to get a move on. Just, we don't know what it's going to be. It's a believer cycle, I can tell you that. Like, subscribe, Billy Button, all. Catch you soon.